Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. Dennis King is calling back.
Okay.
Here we go. Stand by. This is Danny.
Barry Dennis. How are you?
Dennis, Danny, I'm well, thank you. I am calling, sir, on a space that I understand is your building and perhaps your business. There's a laundromat located here.
Yeah, I don't know where you're at. Are you in Rossville? Are you in where city are you in? Where I thought Rossville, Lafayette.
Rossville. There's James Street.
Yes, sir.
That's
my commercial laundromat.
Yeah. There's
it's not my operating business. So it's another guy. I mean, I run the laundromat. There's a guy uses it too for him.
Okay. So you're the landlord, Dennis, but you do not operate the laundry.
Yeah, I do operate the laundry. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I've got another guy that's using my equipment there though. He uses it at night in the afternoon.
Oh, for a drop-off business.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Smart.
Yeah, he comes in, I don't know, usually about midnight. He uses it when nobody's in there, which is good for us.
Yeah, that's smart. Well, let me tell you what I do and how we do it. I'm pretty sure you'll smell what I'm cooking. And I appreciate the call back. I do laundromats. So I've been in the coin laundry business in Georgia and 2 other states for about 15 years. We are always looking for locations with typically infrastructure. In this case, it looks like you very recently retooled the store. And I think it was your aunt that's in there running the place, or at least she said she was.
Yeah, it's my aunt. She's retired, and I just have her clean the laundry is what I do. But
Sure.
Yeah, she does.
Well, let me tell you what I do, and it may make sense for us, and it may not, or maybe at some point later we'll do business. I'm always looking for connections, gas, water, electric, and the way that I build my stores is fairly simple. I sign long-term leases. I typically retool the store, and the difference here, Dennis, is you've already done that, so you've got fairly new equipment. Is this the only laundromat that you operate?
We actually did the laundromat at one time, and my particular contractor, we actually build new construction. So that's the office. We build new construction, commercial and residential. So I got into it 22 years ago accidentally. So we had 3 partners, wound up selling off anyway, a lot of stuff happened between the partners and wound up selling off. I actually had 3 or 4 of them, and I actually have sold 2 of mine off, and I've got those 2 left. That one's actually not but about 5 years old, that store.
Right.
Okay?
Well, again, I want to tell you what I typically do, and I scout existing really decrepit stores that already have infrastructure, the gas, water, electric, what you did and what you built. I can tell you're a contractor. The floors are beautiful. You've got polished concrete, which is what I do. The last thing you want is tile in a laundry. I noticed that right away. And good air conditioning, good service for the consumer. I'll cut to the chase. I'm interested in talking lease terms. If you're 5 years in, I assume you have some payments remaining on the equipment that's here. But
I paid the equipment. Off, so the equipment's
nice.
paid for me. The issue I've got obviously is the equipment. I mean the building. I didn't pay cash for the building.
Right. Well, bottom line, I'm always looking for long-term leases. If you want to let your aunt free, we can talk terms. I like to lease the space from you. I don't typically pay key fees. And look, it comes down to one thing. If you want to sell this business, you can put it through a business broker. You can try to take a quick cash out. And I don't have a crystal ball, Dennis, but in that case, if you sold the business, you would remain the landlord, and you might just be stuck with somebody who can't pay the rent. Your aunt did kind of lead on that, without the wash, dry, fold, or the drop-off business, it's not really doing that well. And the only difference with me is this is what we do full time. I'd be throwing in, doing all the advertising it takes, doing the Facebook ads that it takes to get folks in. What do you think is the biggest issue with this laundry being actually profitable? Do you know?
Well, that laundromat there breaks even. I'm honest. It breaks even. It does not make. But I have never pushed that laundromat advertising because that laundromat, if you've probably checked the Rossville. We owned the Rossville Boulevard store at one time, which is the one up there. It is the biggest laundromat in Chattanooga, and Jimmy Manis, I think, who owns it now. But I sold out of it at that point in time, and that laundromat's making some serious money. And
I like your style, Dennis. You know, my dad was a contractor, so I grew up from the age of 14 swinging a hammer. I could build you a house if you dropped me the wood package. I do everything, plumbing, electrical. We could get along. I just don't do concrete work. So we see eye to eye. But at the end of the day, it's a great business. Of course it is. And
it is.
If and when you want to walk from this store, I'd love to have you. I'll send you an email. I'd love to have you talk terms with me, and maybe we'll give you a rent check. Get you back to landlording here.
Yeah. Well, I want the guy. I mean, he's wearing me out. He wants to buy it. The guy that's in there, and I give him a number on it. And bottom line is, could he afford it? I don't know if he can afford it or not. I know he's got pretty good credit, but I want him. I want to be done with that store and tell you because let me tell you what I've got. I have 6 subdivisions that we're doing multi-million-dollar deals on. Actually, going to take between $10 and $20 million that we're trying to do. Laundromat business is a good residential income, residual income, as we both know. It's cash business. A lot of advantages to a laundromat, but I can't manage everything. And I've learned through this is that there's not enough people that's going to do the right thing.
Right. Right. Of course. You can trust you can trust your aunt, and that's about it.
Yeah, you're right. I've got a few people that I feel comfortable.
Well, let me do this. I'll email you, but I want to leave you with this. If you sell the business to your current guy that's running the wash dry fold, whether he's got the money or you stick behind him, you've got to really bolster him up and you've got to make sure he knows what the hell he's doing, because otherwise you remain the landlord. And if you take a cash upfront prospect from the guy and he does the payout, no matter where he comes up with the money, if he doesn't earn and he's not able to pay your rent, where are you then? You know that.
I agree completely with you. I would rather sell it to someone who knows what they're doing, and I can, if I'm going to do that, or do a long-term lease.
Well, to be careful, I don't buy laundromats. I want to be crystal clear. I'm always looking for leases. But I'm glad to have met you. It's a good introduction, if nothing else. Before you make any moves, let me know. This is my cell phone number. Why don't you text me your email address, and I'll send you an email with some of our stores, before and afters. I'm sure we know a lot of the same people.
Yeah, we probably do. Yeah.
Hit me up with your email.
Dexter, I'll send it to you just to make sure somebody gets stopped, and I'll send it over to you. Okay?
Thank you, Dennis.
Have a blessed day, sir.
Talk soon. You too. Cheers.
Bye.
Nice guy.
Yeah, definitely.
So here's a guy who's running a laundromat, who has his fingers in so many pies, who's building multi-million-dollar residential properties, and he came right out and admitted, store's breaking even.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I know what I need to do to make it profitable. Why don't you do it?
Yeah.
You and my hundreds of other clients would kill to have this store.
Mm-hmm.
Because it needs to be a full-time vocation, not job. You need to go in here, understand advertising and marketing, understand that you won't be working in the store or sticking your auntie in there, and make money. Sorry.
Danny, get this. It's surrounded by trailer parks, low income. The whole thing is like the only laundromat. The one he's talking about is 15 miles away. The largest laundromat in our city is 15 miles away. It's pretty much on an island to itself.
I did what I can. I did what I came to do. That's all I can do. I'm not pushy. I don't talk anybody into or out of anything. We've made the introduction. As soon as he stops his truck and he sends me his email address, I'll send the email. But you need to keep an eye on this place. If the door's shut, it sounds, so you understand the scenario. He's got a guy running the wash dry fold at night who's got that big order, and the auntie explained to you, she said the same thing. It's breaking even. People will talk if you let them.
Mm-hmm.
This store with 5-year-old equipment, what you said, it looks new, it's 5 years old.
Hmm.
This could be a good place for you, but without getting too excited, we send them an email and you keep an eye on it while you're scouting other stores.
Gotcha. Gotcha.